everyone, welcome to Johnson's Journeys, Season 6, Episode 20, the final episode of this season. Today we've got the last two games of the Championship group against second place Genk and finally against top of the table Anderlecht. In the last episode, two back-to-back wins against Antwerp and OHL, pretty routine. We ended the last episode awaiting the Genk and Antwerp game. After our last game, it took us to 2 points behind Genk, but then they won the game against Antwerp, so they're currently 5 points clear of us. Obviously, if we beat them today, we go, 2 points behind them again, with a game to play. And it also, depending on Anderlecht's game, stops them challenging for the league. If they beat us, then that's game over. We finish third. Or if they... No, anything but a win, that's it. We finish third. We can't win the league now, but we can obviously still get second. Although the last day is against Anderlecht, so kind of be difficult. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Genk first then, the big game. Just the one change. I'm actually going to do that. Briancon is suspended, so I brought Barmos in. So it's Debusa, Murasan, Barmos, Wouters, Sessegnon, Sasa and Gaspar, Alexiev, Nelson, Sanchez and Tristar. The same team as pretty much always, apart from Barmos obviously. In good form. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be hard, but I reckon we can potentially do something. Chichizola has like 21 clean sheets this season or something stupid, so it's not going to be easy to score past them today, but I think Debusa has something like 9 clean sheets in 16 games or something, so a sort of similar ratio if you like. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Wouters obviously at the back for us, playing against his old team, who he joined us from in January. Sanchez puts us 1-0 up with an absolute wonder strike in the 4th minute. Sanchez, wow. Nelson, Tristar, Nelson, back to Sanchez, and just first time, bang, see you later. Keeper is not getting to that. What a wonderful strike. And that's the perfect start, really. On to 46 points, closing that gap, taking it down to the last day, which is great. Unfortunately, the league is out of our reach, but it's been a good year nonetheless. Although, as I say all this, Aour comes forward, a danger man. I think he scored against us in the last time we played Genk. I remember going, oh, so yeah, have to keep an eye on him. Boost it out to Barmos, across to Wouters, down the line to Alexiev, who loses the ball. Pozuelo is down the right, Wouters gets rid. Alexiev now coming at him, running at him. Tristar picks it up, loses the ball. Wouters comes out and claims, but Aour is now through. Barmos comes across but can't get it. Debusa saves and Wouters clears. That was a good bit of defending there. Well, it wasn't initially from Wouters, but Tipote hits the bar. Nelson picks it up. Get rid of it. Run with it. Okay, that'll do. Gaspar, Sasa, and the highlight ends. Thank you for that. Half an hour gone. We are, well, we've had less shots, but more possession. But the scoreline is all that matters so far. Wouters down the line to Sessegnon. Great ball. Can he get a ball in? He can't quite. Can Sasa win that? He can. It's a bit scrappy in there, but we come away with the ball. Nelson makes it 2. Great finish. 2-0. 35th minute. I think the ball through might have been from TriStar, if I'm right. Yes, it was. Similar goal to, was it last game or the game before? One of the games in the last episode anyway. There was a goal quite similar to that. The same two players combining for the same end result. Sanchez to Gaspar, and it's 3-0. Come on, the boys. Gaspar with a kind of similar goal to Sanchez's. The ball was pinging around on the edge of the box. Sanchez, it was actually, that laid it to Gaspar, and then first time lashes it into that top corner. We've had 5 shots, 5 on target, 3 goals. We've just been clinical today, which is wonderful. Also helps the goal difference out. You might notice they're on 34, we're on 31, which could be massive going into the final day. Oh, I didn't want that. There we go. If we can get a couple more, I mean, I know I'm asking for a lot. 3-0 up on Genk is already unbelievable, really, but if we were to get one more, then that would take the gap in goal differences down to 1, so makes it a bit easier for us to oust them on the final day. But yeah, as I say, asking a lot. I'm going to get Cherny on for Alexiev, who's not had a bad game. Sassa's going to come off for Vanaken, and we're going to put Gaspar in that slightly more defensive-minded role. And yeah, for the final half an hour, just try and hold it out as it is. Take a 3-0 against Genk all day. Yeah, and we're coming forward again, out to Murasan on the right. Tries to get a ball in. Nelson. Oh, that's gone in. How on earth has that gone in? Murasan apparently with the assist. Nelson. Oh yeah, and Cherny. I think it hit the defender, hit the post, and it's trickled in. Yeah, we'll take that. And there we go then. That, as I say, takes the goal differences down to 33 for Genk and 32 for us. Makes it that much easier to overcome them in the table. If we were to beat Anderlecht, which obviously is no easy task. I don't know who Genk have got actually on the final day, but obviously it's not us or Anderlecht, so you'd fancy them to win anyway. Antwerp, OHL or Ghent. Aoua fires one in, but Debussy manages to save, and Sessegnon out for a throw. Into the latter stages, can we hold out for the last couple of minutes? This also means that Genk now can't win the league, so we've done Anderlecht a favour, and maybe they'll go easy on us in the next game, give us a chance of finishing second. I don't know, that'd be nice, but I don't think FM works like that. Vanaken out to Cherny, running down the right, but tackled, but that is full time. 4-0 Club Brugge away at Genk. That is a mad result. 4 different goal scorers: Sanchez, Nelson, Gaspar and Cherny. And yeah, that makes this final day even more interesting. Against Anderlecht, we'll send the assistant for that. Let's just have a look at the remaining fixtures for so Genk have got OHL, which should be easy peasy, but we've given ourselves a fighting chance, so we can only hope. I'll just get Briancon back in before I forget. Barmos came in and did alright there. He's a good player actually, but 5 games, a 7.57, which is, yeah, it's excellent really, but just doesn't quite oust Briancon or Wouters. A lot of players in this that aren't even in the squad. People like Hajdu, solid player. Ugo Chukwu on his day is a good player. Keane looked good in that one substitute appearance. Vojvodic's got good stats, but just doesn't quite perform. These are all youngsters at the bottom. Frings, by the way, if you remember Frings, I gave him his debut at just turned 15, and his stats were okay. Passing though was about a 4, I think, and it's gone up to a 9 in this past year, which still isn't great, but he's still only 16, and he's, as you can see, developing really well. Looks like he's going to turn into a brilliant player. Going to try and give him some cup games next year, continue his development. Similarly, Dujcinic, who has played a little bit more, again developing very well. 17-year-old now. And Willems, I don't know how he's developing, to be honest. Again, looks promising. A lot of upward green arrows. His physical stats are great for 17. Tackling's getting there. Marking is on the up. Still needs to be better. Anyway, waffling. Let's get to the final game. Anderlecht at home. Did I say? Anderlecht at home. Yeah. I'll see you shortly. Okay then, we're back. Final game of the season. Second place is on the line. We've got Anderlecht at home. The team is what you'd expect by now. Briancon is back from his suspension, so Barmos drops out. But yeah, it's the same team that's carried us through most of the season, actually. Obviously, Murasan and Wouters and Sessegnon actually all came into the team in January and have kept their places since, as has Debusa actually. Thinking about it, yeah, 4 of the back 5 came into the team in January, and we've managed to, you know, pick up where we left off. Obviously, Sessegnon and Murasan were knocking around anyway, and you know, were filling in here and there, but that's quite impressive when you think about it. Obviously, Gaspar and Van Aken have sort of swapped and changed, as has Sanchez and Hrick. But yeah, it's been a good season. Regardless of the result today, I'm not disappointed. Second or third, you know, it's been a good year. A lot of signings in the summer. If you think about, you know, which of these players were here last year, obviously Briancon, Debusa, obviously we don't really count. Sessegnon was here, didn't really play. Sasa, Alexiev, and that's it. So yeah, to do what we've done with a largely new side, and a lot of them young as well, bear that in mind, then I think, you know, it's been a very successful year. And I think if we can keep this squad together next year, obviously players are going to continue to develop, then I definitely think a title challenge could happen next year. This is a test today, obviously see where we're at against the current holders or newly crowned champions in Anderlecht. And yeah, we'll see what happens over the summer. I don't really feel like I need to do a lot, really. Richarlison bangs one in. He is, I think, the top scorer in the league. Well, no, him and Larson are close. Yeah, I don't really feel like there's a lot to be done in the summer. Goalkeeper is perhaps an area where I might go out and sign one. I think we've got a couple of right backs, a couple of left backs, quite well stocked at centre half. I think Briancon wants to leave, something that may well happen. Denswil obviously is on his way out. Quite well stocked in centre midfield. Gaspar, Sasa, Hajdu, yeah, Van Aken. Wingers were okay, attacking midfielders were okay. Striker, obviously I'm just going to keep faith with TriStar, but you know what happens if he gets injured, for example. Ugo Chukwu hasn't really cut it this year, isn't really in my plans. He does want to leave, which obviously we've got the history with Ugo Chukwu. I don't want to ruin that, but at the end of the day, if he wants to go and we get a good bid for him, then you know it might well happen. A lot of players have got interest from clubs. Briancon, I know, has Sessegnon, Sasa, Nelson. So yeah, we might have to do a lot of fighting clubs off this summer, but we'll see. I'm very happy with the squad as it is at the moment. So, oh, I think they are about to go down to 10 men. Lukunku is already booked and looks like he's in trouble here. Is he going? He is going. We are 1-1 now, by the way. I didn't mention that we'd scored. I was busy rambling, but we did score. Alexiev 1-1 at half time. I haven't got the latest scores up either, by the way. Let's have a look. What are Genk doing? Genk are actually losing as it stands. So if we were to go and get another goal, then that would put us into second place. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Lowly OHL doing a job on Genk. Crazy. Nelson ball in. Murasan over the bar. Come on then, boys. Let's have a big half. Let's get second place. That would be great. Sessegnon mops up there. Briancon, foot on the ball, gives it to Sasa. Gaspar, don't lose it there. Sanchez, TriStar, out to the left wing. Sessegnon, ball in the middle. TriStar can't quite get there. Penalty. Oh, I thought that was a penalty. There was a pause. They trying to play it around at the back for some reason. Wouters though. Gaspar bringing it forward. Unleash. No. Cleared. Briancon though. Sasa. Sanchez. Out to Murasan. Ball in. Oh, it's gone in. Yes. Come on. Own goal. Neutink. Murasan's ball in. Goes all the way through. And I think, yeah, just touches Neutink and takes it past the keeper. And it's 2-1. And as it stands, we are second, as Genk are still losing. Don't let them back into this though. Oh, we have straight away. Richarlison, one of them, with another goal today. Skip that. We don't want to see it. Come on, boys, back in the game. Here we go. Murasan, Gaspar, ball in, nearly through to TriStar. Gaspar picks it up again to Sasa. Alexiev through to TriStar. Oh, blazed wide. If there was one man we wanted that to fall to, it was definitely Octavian TriStar. Sanchez not having a good game. Rick's coming on. Gaspar looks knackered, so Vanakin is coming on. We've got half an hour. Come on, boys. Come on. One goal is all we need. Keeping a close eye on that OHL Genk game. Still 1-0, sorry. Come on. Here we go. Murasan, Briancon, back to Murasan, into Sasa, over to Alexiev, out to Sessegnon, down the left, beat your man, put the ball in, TriStar, get in there, come on! Octavian TriStar. Anything Richarlison can do, TriStar can do better. Great play from Sessegnon. Ball in, TriStar at the front post, banging goal. And it's 3-2. What a game this is. What an end to the season we're having. Well, I don't want to speak too soon. It could all go wrong. A Genk goal. A Genk goal. I don't know how it would work now if Genk were to score. Our goal difference would be the same. I don't know. We'll see if that happens. We've got to hold this lead though. Last 15 minutes. I can't see. There we go. 10 minutes. Come on. Oh, they've equalised. And they go back top. Right. Attacking. One more goal. Not top, sorry. Second. Oh, it must go on head to head or goals scored or something. Oh, you're not telling me they've scored more than us. Oh, but no. Rick. Sessegnon. Do the same thing again. Try start. Oh, nearly. Keeper claimed it. 2 minutes to score one goal. Come on. Wouters. Bang. Tristar. Through to Nelson. Oh, the keeper. Nelson, come on. Better than that. Come on. 2 minutes left. 30 seconds left. We've got one more chance. Come on. Sessegnon to Nelson. Run with it. Beat your man. Go, 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 go. Vanakin, Sasa. Yeah, I mean, that's all well and good, but Murasan, Nelson, Rick, Murasan, ball in, no one's there. And that's full time, and it's full time in the Genk game. Oh, that is gutting. I mean, that's a great victory, great performance, beating top of the table. But Genk's 1-1 draw at OHL is enough to secure them second place. Oh, I didn't even think about the European ramifications. There's a word. Let's check the rules actually. Championship group sorted by seeding. Games won, goal difference, goals scored. Seeding, what does that mean? Doesn't mention it there. We'll look on the league table. Oh yeah, so if we had got second, we'd have got European Champions Cup best placed third qualifying phase. But as it is, we finished third, so we've qualified for the Euro Cup group stage, which is fine. No problem with that whatsoever. Rules out the pesky qualifying. So there we go. That's it. Finito. Finito. We finished third. Yeah. So let's have a quick overview of the squad then. Look at appearances and all that sort of jazz. So it's a 40-game season, and Alexiev with 39 appearances, 7 goals, 9 assists, a 7.09. That certainly isn't bad whatsoever. Brancon with 37, Tristars on 38. So these sort of mainstays are also our better players. Goals then, obviously headed up by one man, Octavian Tristar. Came into the club for 1.7 million and has hit 24 league goals in 38 games, 7 assists as well, which isn't certainly not that bad at all. 6 player of the match is 7.22, 35 goals in 55 games, which is fantastic for a 19-year-old. The wingers also weighing in. Nelson on 9, Alexiev on 7, Gaspar's got 6, Grace Kabangu got 2 in 6 somehow, ridiculous for a right back. Matthew obviously 1 in 1, which was great as well. Assists, Nelson with 13. He's arguably been sign of the season as well. Him and Tristar will be close. 36 games, 9 goals, 13 assists, 7.38. 17 assists in 50 games in total, which isn't bad at all. Alexiev weighing in with 9. Murasan with 8 from right back as well. 8 assists in 28 games. He's been a really good signing as well. Took a while to settle into the side. But TriStar, unsurprisingly, with 6 player of the matches. Nelson with 4. Passing, that's always a good one to look at. Sasa with 91%. That's certainly not too shabby at all. Gaspar's got 89%. Vanaken 88%. Hajdu 87%. So our top 4, well, our 4 main central midfielders all getting above 87% passing, which is fantastic. Tackles, Sasa again leads the way, 4 per game, which is exactly what you'd expect from a ball-winning midfielder. Hajdu also there as well. He plays in that role, 2.3 per game. Obviously played a lot less than Sasa. Dribbles per game, Nelson again, not surprising, 5 dribbles per game. Alexiev with 4. Shots on target, Kevin Matthew, 100% shots on target. What a man. Kabangu again with 75%. Vanaken up there, 61%. TriStar 53%. Is that good or bad? I guess that's okay. And then to score 24 goals in 38 games is, yeah, that's fantastic. In terms of discipline, quite a lot of bookings. Sasa with 15 yellows and 3 reds. He's a bit of a red card merchant. In terms of average rating, Barmos is up there, but didn't play that many games. Wouters, the January signing, a 7.41 in 18 games. Kabangu, Nelson, Sessignon. So yeah, it's good to see the defenders up there. Debusa as well, 7.22, 18 games since January, 7 clean sheets. He's had quite a good end to the season. Might keep faith with him next year. He's certainly not a bad keeper at all. We've got Habib Umpile as his backup, who again looks good understudy. So yeah, that'll do us nicely. I will now just play until the end of May. I'll wait for the Euro playoff thing happen yet. Well, that gets drawn today. Let's have a look. So Standard won their group with Eupen. I think they play in the semi-final. I forget how this works actually. Do they play 5th and 6th? That might be what happens. I think they play against Antwerp and OHL. Something like that. Obviously Charleroi as well are in the Europa League because of their cup win, which we gave them, obviously. But yeah, I'll be back in a few days. I'll just get through. I want to see all the awards and stuff as well, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, the end of season awards are in. This is our team of the year. Kojikaru is in goal. Murasan, Briancon, Sasa at centre back, which I don't really understand. Sessignon at left back, Vanaken and Gaspar in midfield, Alexiev, Nelson, Sanchez and TriStar. Player of the season with 36% of the votes, Reece Nelson. Dries Wouters got 2nd place and TriStar 3rd. Goal of the season goes to Grace Kabangu. Do you know what? Shall we have a look? We'll have a butch. I do remember this goal. Again from Nelson out to Kabangu, and first time fires it past the keeper. Great finish, I'm sure you'll agree. Sign of the season goes to Reece Nelson. I arguably would have given it to TriStar because he was very, very cheap. Young player of the year goes to Reece Nelson. The stats, obviously TriStar leads the way with the most goals, Nelson with the most assists and the highest average rating, Sasa with 92% pass completion. We went through all that anyway. Season review, did just that, yeah. 98% attendance. Match of the season was apparently our 4-2 victory over STVV, and the moment to forget was a 4-1 defeat against Ghent, which I remember Jordan Larson scored all 4. This is the Bruges side of 2016. We don't really care about that. We'll hold the team meeting. Next year we're going for the title. We're going to win the title. Some like it, some don't, but that's what we're going for. Confidence review, the board are pleased. Everything is just okay. Some injury things there. Players developing well. Willems, Matthew, Verstraete, Lebrun and Deprez. Yeah, they're all youth players. They're now on their holiday. And there we go then. So, just get you up to date with this. The Europlaces playoff final is between Ghent and Standard, which takes place on the 1st of June. Doesn't really impact us at all, but there you go. And that's us signed off then. All being well, we'll be back for the start of the season against whoever it may be as Bruges manager. I'm not against leaving this summer, although I do think one more year with this Bruges side and we will go on to good things. But yeah, so that wraps up season 6. If you've enjoyed that, then make sure you pop a like on it and subscribe to the channel. All of the previous seasons are in handy playlists, so if you want to go back as far as Valerenga, there's a couple of seasons of that, a couple of seasons of Ajax, and a couple of seasons of Bruges now as well. And yeah, I think that's about it. As always, thanks for your support and everything.